everyone, Jem here and welcome to my creative space. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is day 16 of the Ephemerember challenge, and so we're working on the prompt tuck, spot and cheese. So I had lots of ideas for tuck, spot and cheese, but one of the things I've decided in the last couple of days is that this Ephemerember journal is going to be for me. I usually make things for other people, so I do what other people might like, but I've decided this is just going to be for me. So thinking about tuck, spot and cheese, I thought about having a tuck spot that was designed to look like a piece of holy cheese and maybe a furry mouse and things like that, but those things don't really appeal to me personally. So I was brainstorming the idea around cheese, and I suddenly came up with the phrase that say cheese, when you're having your photo taken. And I used to do a lot of photography. I sort of ran my own little photography business as a hobby for a while. And so today I'm running with I'm interpreting the cheese part of this prompt in the context of saying cheese for the camera. So in preparation for that, I've been playing with my Cricut machine this morning, and I found a design. I didn't design this, I have to say. I found a design on Cricut, and it wasn't attributed to any one particular designer, so I can't credit this to anybody, I'm afraid. But we have all the little makings here of a camera, and this is designed to be a gift card holder, and I don't know whether you can see that, but when you put this together, it actually has a tuck spot in here. So I'm going to make that. It also came with a little film strip, and I know we've used film strips before in this challenge, but I'm thinking that this might be another little tuck spot for some photos, because the other thing I've done is I've printed off some photos of my grandchildren who live locally here in New Zealand, and these photos are quite special because they're all taken within the last couple of weeks. And December is a really hectic time for the grandchildren here, because not only is it the end of their school term or the end of their school year, so all the associated things that come along with that, like performances that the youngsters do, and gatherings for celebrating, with food and parties and things like that. But also 2 of the grandchildren have birthdays in the first half of December, so it is a really hectic time. And this year particularly, 2 of the children are changing schools, so they're actually leaving the school that they're at, and when schools go back next year they'll be going to a different school. So it's been completely manic, but we have got some lovely photos from the last few weeks. So my thought is that I might turn these photos into journaling cards, which would fit in the tuck spot. So I'm going to get some bits together and we'll see where that takes us. You know me, if you've watched any of my videos, I don't always go in with a completed plan. Sometimes it's just about how these things turn out. Right, so I'm going to start off by assembling this camera tuck spot. And I think the first thing to do is to glue this on here. So I'm just using my Tiger Grip glue, which is a little bit stronger than PVA, because I've cut this out of some quite reasonably thick card anyway. So Alright, so as you saw, I've put the film strip and the camera together, and this makes a little tuck spot. There we go, put things in. Now you can actually pull the film strip out the bottom there, which I think is what it's designed to do, but the rest of it is solid, so the two ends are solid and it's got the film bit in the middle. Alright, so let's put those to one side. I have found, this is a piece of scrapbook paper, and it is from a Kaiser Craft set, Hide and Seek. I picked this up actually in one of our local charity shops, so somebody had got rid of it, and it's beautiful paper. And this one, as you can see, has lots of sort of motivational wording on. If you can dream it, you can do it. Today's the perfect day. Never let go of your dreams. Dream passionately. I will remember this moment forever. Always believe in yourself. And I thought that given that this page for me is about the children coming to the end of their school year, and two of the girls coming to the end of their time at a particular school and ready to move on to another one, I thought this was really appropriate. And I've got a page in my journal, and if you watched my last video for prompt 12, you will have seen I've got a couple of pages in my journal that I don't particularly like, and so it's the other side. That was yesterday. It was the other side of this page. This was a gel print that I'd done and scanned and then printed, and I don't really like how it's come out. And so I'm going to take the opportunity today, I'll just pop my bookmark out there, take the opportunity today to cover this up with a piece of this scrapbook paper and use that as a background. And in fact, I may do both pages, although I might not use this second page today. I think I'm going to cover both pages at the same time. So I'll do that and then come back and start sorting out a layout and making some journaling cards. Okay, so I actually changed my mind and just decided to cover one page because I've had a look at the prompt for tomorrow and something is sort of germinating in my mind for this page. So I've kept the other piece of paper and I might do something with that tomorrow. So you have to watch that video and see. All right, so I've got my camera and it's got little holes here for where the camera strap would go. So I think just to add a bit more interest, I'm going to find something to go in there. And I'm thinking that we could have two tuck spots here. We could have one under here and one in the actual camera itself. So we're going to layer our tuck spots a bit like this. So I'm going to find something to go in the camera, and then I'm going to look at my photos that I've got. I'm going to make sure that they fit into the tuck spot or into this one or the other, and then I'm going to turn those into journaling cards. Alright, I found some offcuts of white card and I've kept this plain and non-textured because I do want to turn these into journaling cards that I can actually write on. So I'm going to ink around the edges of the photos, stick them on, and I think I'll probably go around them with the sewing machine just to add a bit of interest, and come back. Oh, I've also got some little quotes and sayings here, so I might pop a couple of those on as well, but we'll see. Okay, so I've finished off those journaling cards and I actually decided not to stitch around them because as I was sticking them onto the white card, I actually realised that they looked a bit like the old Polaroid photos that, do you remember, they came out the bottom of the camera and they had the white border around them. So I've actually just left them as they are. I've put a little motivational quote or saying, or this one says, learn from yesterday, live for tomorrow, live for today and hope for tomorrow. And these are our granddaughters that are changing schools this year. So there we go. I've done those as journaling cards, so let's put this all together. Now I think I'm going to stick with my original layout. Oh, and I found a piece of ribbon that looked like a camera strap, and I'm actually just going to leave that loose. It will probably irritate me at some stage, but for now. So I'm thinking about going with my original idea and making 2 tuck spots here. Before I do, I'm just going to put a little bit of a border. I have inked around the edge of this page, but I've want just a little bit more, and this is these are like woody Stabilos. They are crayons which are also water soluble, and I'm just going to go around the edge in this to give it a little bit of a border. And then I'm going to run a wet paintbrush around it, and it gives a really nice effect. I bought a pack of these, but to my shame really, I've really only used the brown and the black so far. So I need to figure out some projects to use the lovely coloured ones as well. Alright, so let's grab a paintbrush and some water. Goodness me, this water's a little bit... It's from the other day when I was filming for the last prompt, and to be honest with you, I've been that pushed for time. I haven't cleared up, but it's only got some white ink in, so it's not going to hurt. And so you see, it just softens that really nicely and gives that sort of grungy look to it. And you only need a tiny drop of water to activate them. Can you hear that nasty fly? It's actually a mason bee, which is not really a bee, but they're a real nuisance, and they look for little holes and crevices, and they build a very messy nest in them to lay their eggs in. There we go. I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes to dry, and then just soften that bit down a bit. There we go. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to dry, and I'll come back and put it all together. Alright, so as I showed you earlier, this has actually got a tuck spot here. So I'm going to glue the whole of the back of this piece and put it down. Before I do, I think I'm going to tuck that underneath, and I'm just going to glue the 3 sides because I am going to use that as a tuck spot as well. So let's make sure we get the right sides. Oh. I'm going to keep that one fairly straight, and as you'll see, that can then be a tuck spot there. And this one, I'll glue all over the back. Now, as you see, because it's going to be glued down, when I was putting that the ribbon strap on, I just used a bit of ordinary sellotape because it's not going to be seen. Okay, so there we go, and just to finish it off and tie it back into today's prompt, I have this little metal embellishment that says "Say cheese," as today is the prompt is tuck spot and cheese. So I'm going to pop that on with a little bit of double-sided tape. And I'm going to hope that that holds. If not, we'll try some glue. Well, let's put it up the right way. There we go. And we've got our lovely Polaroid look-alike journaling cards here to go in our tuck spot. Oh, why is that one not going in? There we are. And one more at the back. And we've got an extra tuck spot here, should we need it. So there we go. That's the prompt number 16, I think it was today. And we've got tuck spot and cheese. All right. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope that's been useful. If you like what you see, please do give me a thumbs up. It does help other people to be able to see this video. But for now, thank you for watching. Ka kite anō.